Good morning. Good morning, beautiful souls that are watching. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm outside for my morning walk as per usual. There's a bunch of birds around me. They're all singing their melodies. It's nice. I like the birds. I've grown more accustomed to birds. I used to not like birds at all. But after being on these morning walks so much, I've come to appreciate them. A lot more. Yeah, no, it's bright and early. It's not as cold as before, and I'm just enjoying myself. And so I just want to talk about something that came to my mind yesterday, and just share it with everyone else. I want to talk about how your dreams can become reality. You think about it, right? When you're sleeping and you're dreaming, that is an alternate reality, right? Your mind is put into this alternate state of consciousness because you're sleeping, right? Recharging, and that is a alternate state of reality. So if you think about it, right, if that's an alternate reality already, then who's to say that your dreams can't become your reality, right? Look at the sun behind me. That's so beautiful. But yeah, let's say you dream of you going into this whatever occupation it is. Hold on, the sun is kind of, let me go like this. The whatever occupation you want, right? That's your dream, right? Well, if you align yourself with that dream, right, then that will become your reality, right? It's about alignment in my experience, right? Like, I used to be a very negative thinker, right? That was what I was always, thinking about, just negativity. And so because of that, that became my reality. But I'm moving more into a positive, forward-thinking mindset. And now that I've done that, I've aligned myself with, actions that help me to become my best self, because that's my dream, right? Just to be the best version of myself that I can and to help people. That's one thing that's been consistent throughout my health, or throughout my life, excuse me. Wanting to help people. And whether it be just typical daily interactions, like helping someone, whether it be like picking something up for someone, or just doing a task for them, or hold on, this sun is kind of bright. Or donating money to a cause, right? That's something that I do a lot, or that I try to do as often as possible, right? Just donate some spare money to a cause, right? That's my way of helping. And now this channel that I'm working towards, I want this to be my authentic self. I want this channel to not only be something that I wish my younger self had, right? Someone that would have been able to help them through the strife that they went through, but also just to help anyone else that happens to come across my energy, right? Maybe this resonates with you. Maybe you haven't been in the best place mentally, or maybe you are just trying to figure out how to move forward, right? I'm here to tell you, your dreams can become reality, whatever it may be. Whether you have like a dream body, or like I said earlier, a dream occupation, or you want something more lax, like just like something like financial freedom, or time freedom, or location freedom, right? Those, I think that's something that I'm willing to bet that a lot of people would want those things, right? I'm here to tell you that can be possible, right? But you have to align yourself with that dream. You have to align yourself with that reality, right? And then you will just naturally take the steps necessary in order to achieve that reality, right? And I'm not going to tell you it's not going to be work, right? Far from the opposite. You have to, especially, speaking from my own experience, right? You have to abolish, old ways of thinking, right? That were maybe holding you back, old ways of acting that weren't in your best interest. Only then can you then align yourself with this reality, right? The dream that you have, the dream will become your reality. And it's going to be work. You have to put in the work. You have to be consistent. That's one thing. That's one thing that a lot of, people who are deemed as successful, no matter what field it is, whether it's athletes, whether it's, doctors, scientists, or people who just, are successful at what they do, right? Entrepreneurs. I'm willing to bet that all of them, were consistent with what it is that they believed in, right? Or what it is that they wanted. I saw a quote recently, and I think this is applicable to what I'm talking about. Your relationship with God is your relationship with yourself. And I think that, me personally, right, I know that I didn't always have, a relationship with God or with the higher self or with a higher being. And okay, honestly, I'm saying that's not necessarily true. I've always had a relationship. I just didn't have a connection all the time, right? At one point in time, I was so caught up in my own world that I didn't even realize what the divine blessings were. But I digress, right? Like, your relationship with God is your relationship with yourself. I think this is true because I noticed that, a lot of people who believe in God, whether it be in my own family, whether it be friends that I know or random strangers, right? Their relationship with God is how they feel about themselves. And because they believe in God, they believe in themselves. Oh my God, there's so many beer bottles. I can't pick them out. Oh, yes I can. Hold on. Trying to clean up the environment around me because I've never really been. I never liked littering. I never liked people that litter, and so I do my best to pick up trash whenever I can. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, people who believe in themselves, right? That's why they tend to. This is obviously a over generalization, but that's usually why, in my observations, they tend to be more, I guess, what's the word? Just happy, more fulfilled. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. More fulfilled. And so you could take that quote as you will, but going back to what I was originally saying, you can make your dreams into reality. Whatever it is that you want, you can do it. And I know you can do it. It doesn't matter what it is. You have the power. Hold on, I'm throwing this away. You have the power to make your dreams into reality. It's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of struggling as well. I think in social media, people like to portray success as just a straight line, which is definitely not the case. I know even in my own experience, I've had a lot of hardships, and Even when I'm like in this energy of being in my best self, I've still tapped back into my old frequencies, and I've exhibited habits that, or behaviors that I wasn't really proud of. But that's okay. That's part of the journey. It's part of the journey. It's not a straight line. It's gonna be a bunch of ups and downs. But not the problem, but because it's always a bunch of ups and downs, eventually your ups are gonna be higher than your downs. Like a stock graph. It starts off, up, down, but then eventually it just keeps going up. It just keeps going up. At least a ideal stock, obviously. Maybe not the best example, but that's okay. As long as you're consistent and you constantly remind yourself why it is that you want this thing or this idea or this whatever it is, right? Your dreams can become reality. Well, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right there. I hope this resonated with someone. I hope whoever's watching, understands what I'm trying to say. Hopefully I was coherent enough. I know I did get sidetracked, but yeah, that's what I have for you today. If you're seeing this, I love you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself and those around you, because you are important. And just remember, only you can make your dreams come into reality. No one else. Have a good one.